It was Chris Tucker who turned John Hurt into the Elephant Man. His makeup won an Oscar for Quest for Fire. I wasn't ape-like enough for that, but I weren't going to be left out, so I went to see him. Is this the stuff you use for the Elephant Man?
Yeah. Okay.
But that wasn't solid, was it? You had packets, didn't you?
No, it's the same. Except
working from pictures of John Merrick, the real-life Elephant Man, it took Chris 8 weeks to design and mould the 15 pieces which made up the mask. When they started shooting, Chris had to spend 8 hours every morning applying the makeup before Hurt could go on the set. I hope he was getting paid by the hour. Hope I am.
This is just latex. Well, it's sort of eyelash adhesive. Yeah.
It feels like my face.
You feel all right, yeah?
Yeah, I can actually feel it, as if, you know, as if you've got hold of my
Well, you can get hold of it. It is you. That is you, isn't it?
Yeah.
How much of that's you?
So.
Some of that's you, and some of it isn't. Well, it's fairly mobile for you to move around with. No.
That's extraordinary.
But, yeah. At the moment, it's going to look, you know, totally dissimilar because it's disjointed. One's one colour and your face is its natural colour. So
yeah.
We have to bring the two back into sync. Really, is what we're doing there. And the question is, which colour do we use?
Kiss.
Yes, the problem with Quest for Fire was to create something that looked convincing, or something that the average audience member could accept as a believable, primitive man. Something that didn't look like it was something out of a joke shop or somebody wearing a monkey suit. This wouldn't obviously do. It had to look reasonably convincing. At the same time, it had to be practicable. To make big mechanically operated masks really wasn't on because they got pages and pages of dialogue, albeit in a completely foreign and concocted language. We did try initially. We did start thinking seriously about doing tests with them like that. In fact, we even started doing extended arms and all the rest of it. But the sheer cost of that soon frightened Fox off that prospect. The budget obviously played a large part of it, you know. But the idea was to create something simple that could be applied simply and reasonably quickly. Even then, they took about an hour apiece to do.
Look at that. Even my mum wouldn't recognise me.
What that paint?
When I started, prosthetics for a start had never been really used in television, and in any country in the world, let alone even Britain haven't. After I'd been doing it for about 3 years, I think I'd been asked by ATV to do some pieces for the Strauss family, and this was the first time that any prosthetics or aging techniques, real aging techniques, have been used on a television series, which really was necessary because, you know, these long epic series that went on for 8 or 10 episodes or whatever, an actor really had to look different at the end to what he did at the beginning. It was really unconvincing to having a 23-year-old playing Strauss when he's a young man and having the same guy looking just the same except with a white wig on when he's supposed to be 70. It just doesn't work very well, particularly as in Strauss's case. Strauss dyed his own greying hair black and the production wanted to do the same.
You've gone back too much, I think. Is it? Or what? It's not. Somebody got the tape there.
It was agony. Absolute agony when they pulled all this tape off my back. You know, it's amazing what a difference it makes to your performance when someone like Chris has had a go at your face. I mean, I really felt the shame and sorrow of this bloke. I mean, look at him. It's got to be a bonus. Imagine feeling randy on a Saturday night and looking like this fella. You don't stand much chance, do you? And being able to perform it with all that going for you, you're laughing. Look at that.
You could have the occasional strategically placed wart, too.
Yeah. It's a nice wart. If you think this is frightening, You wait till you cop this lot.